Like that's why like so much things happen. Like democracy is super important. You have to fight to support, defend democracy and expand democracy, because democracy is a better way for justice to manifest, right? You can argue for all these other forms of of uh government. You can say, oh yeah, aristocracy is the best or monarchy is the best, but the bottom line is no, it's not, because if the thing you want to create is justice, you're not going to get it from aristocracy and from monarchy or from oligarchy. You don't get justice from those forms of government. You get justice from democracy. So let's look at the states that don't have democracy, that are under control of Confederates. Texas is an example of a majority of a state under Confederate rule. Confederates don't believe in democracy. They believe in minority rule. They believe in white supremacy. Confederates believe in white supremacy and a rule of a minority white ruling over a majority of population. That's how Confederates think. And the reflection of that thinking can be seen in their map. So here is the planned map for the 2020 and future decade, the next decade. Here's their planned map. So let's look at their map, right? So here you see, look at these districts, right? They're super nice and even and orderly, straight lines, no problems, right? No issues. And then like right here, no issues. But for some reason you get over to like for some reason you get to here and it gets wild. Like those straight lines from right there, nice, even, straight, get crazy right here. Like what? Like a jigsaw puzzle. And then all of a sudden it goes back to normal straight lines, normal, cool. And then you get over here and it goes wild again. Like all of those straight things just become insane. And then again over here, oh, that area just insane. Over here, this place insane. What's the difference between this block and this block? What happened to the straight lines, dude? What happened to all those happy straight lines? And so let's take closer looks, right? There's Dallas, Fort Worth. Look at this district, dude. This is one district. Over here it goes like that. It's tiny, tiny, skinny. It wraps around this entire thing here. It wraps around it. It's all the way around it. Why? Why not just incorporate it to make this whole blob into one thing? Why loop in this random thing way over here? Look how you loop it in through this like skinny ass arm. And like, what? What? And then this one here, this other light blue one, it goes from this giant blob here and it snakes its way through in. Look at the block it excludes. How do you do that, dude? How do you do that? What are you trying to do? Look at this one. Look at, instead of just making nice straight lines, they draw like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Look at Harris County should be like right here, a blob. But for some reason, into Harris County, they have inject this giant blob of green to snag the middle out. And they just yank the middle out of it. And like all of it, like look at this 7. It's got some of Fort Bend, and some of that city. Like it's just, what the hell are you doing, dude? And then in contrast, oh look, I don't understand. Help me understand. I need more data. What is going on? Here's a close-up of of that gerrymandering. This is called gerrymandering. Look at that ridiculousness. This is like surgical precision. You use computers and a laser guided like surgical map to like cut out the voters you want specifically and cut out other people, like down to the like street corners. Like, holy crap, dude. Okay. I need another Texas map. So if that map passes, the number of competitive congressional districts will decrease from 12 to 1. So right now there's 12 districts in there's 12 districts up for, competitive. After Republicans finish drawing their map, those 12, there's only going to be one that's up for grabs, and the other 12 will be solidly locked down already. So right now, these 12 are up for grabs. It can go either way, Democrat or Republican. But with the new map, they're locking it down. Everything, and these two too, they're locking everything down to Republican control. Total Republican control. So you see where the crazy gerrymandering is? It's in that blue area. So it's only done to destroy the Democratic vote. That's the only reason why they do it. I thought I had a better map that showed the 95% of Texas population growth in the last decade came from communities of color, and state gained 11 Hispanic residents for every new white resident. But new GOP congressional map doesn't create any new majority Hispanic districts. What? This is what gerrymandering looks like. So they basically, listen to that. 95% of the growth came from communities of color and state. Came from communities of color. But it didn't make any new Hispanic districts. Almost all the growth came from Hispanic districts, but they got no new representation. They got no representation. So there's what I'm looking for. So this is what gerrymandering is, right? Texas is a blue state. It's majority Democrats. But because the Confederates control the way you draw the lines, they can win a majority of the government with a minority of votes. So for example, right here, right? Republicans only have 40% of the state of Texas. But the way they draw the lines, here, no, do from here. The way they draw the lines, so they only have 40%, you see? There's only 40% of them. So they don't have a majority of the population. But look how they draw the line. In this line, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only 4. So that's majority red wins. In this district, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only 4 blue. Red wins. In this district, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only 1, 2, 3, 4. So red wins. And then the blue, you have 2 blue districts. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 red. So what have you made out of this? 40% red, 60% blue, but your government looks like 60% red, 40% blue. That's what gerrymandering does. That's what this map is. This map is making the 60% blue lose to the 40% red because of because of crazy stuff like this. This is what they're doing. They're cutting out the blue so that the majority blue loses to a minority red. And then the minority red passes laws that target women.